Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Client Classroom. Today I want to talk about one of the biggest misconceptions I hear when it comes to estate planning. A lot of people think that once they've signed a will or a trust, they're done. They check that box off, put the documents in a drawer, and assume everything is taken care of. But here's the thing. Having an estate plan and having an estate plan that actually works the way you want it to are two very different things. And honestly, some of the biggest estate planning mistakes we see don't come from people not having a plan at all. They come from people having a plan that's 10, 15, or 20 years old and just haven't kept up with changes since they put everything in place. Because at the end of the day, life changes. Our finances change, our family changes, and sometimes the law changes too. In fact, that's one of the reasons estate planning is getting so much attention right now. Unless Congress takes action, the federal estate tax exemption is scheduled to drop in the coming years. Now, that may not affect everyone, but for some families, it could mean that more of their estate is exposed to estate taxes than they expected. But sometimes the bigger issue isn't the tax law itself. It's the language inside older trusts. You see, a lot of estate plans were written years ago when the estate tax rules looked very different. And while those documents may still be valid legally, they may not work the way the family originally intended. For example, some older trusts use formulas that were designed around much lower estate tax exemptions. And if the rules change again, those formulas could move assets in ways that surprise people or limit the flexibility a surviving spouse has. In other words, something can look perfectly fine on paper and still create problems down the road. Another area where we see issues all the time is beneficiary designations, and this one catches a lot of people off guard. Your beneficiary forms can actually override your will. Think about that for a second. You could have beautifully drafted estate documents that say one thing, but if your retirement account, life insurance policy, or transfer on death accounts say something different, the beneficiary designation usually wins. And if those designations haven't been updated in years, assets could end up going to an ex-spouse, a deceased person's estate, or someone you simply never intended to inherit those assets. Unfortunately, those mistakes usually aren't discovered until it's too late to fix them. Then there's the people side of estate planning. So when was the last time you looked at the people you've named in your documents? The person you selected years ago as your executor, trustee, power of attorney, or guardian. They may not be the best choice today. People move, relationships change, health issues arise, family dynamics evolve, and if those roles haven't been reviewed in years, your family could end up dealing with delays, disagreements, and unnecessary court involvement. So when you step back and look at it, estate planning really isn't a one and done event. It's something that should evolve as your life evolves. The goal isn't just to have documents. The goal is to make sure these documents still do what you want them to do when your family actually needs them. So, if it's been several years since your estate plan was reviewed, or if you've experienced major changes in your family, finances, or personal situation, this might be a good time to dust off those documents and take another look with the help of an attorney. And if you'd like help reviewing how your estate plan fits into your overall financial picture, we're always happy to help. You can schedule a time by visiting caserta-dejong.com or by giving us a call. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time in the Client Classroom.